Traditional quality audits often fall short in accurately identifying care gaps, largely because they do not incorporate EHR data review, an approach that is both time-intensive and impractical to execute manually. This project, like the last one, showcases our AI-enabled quality audit platform. Here, we seamlessly integrate with EHR systems and deliver a more comprehensive view of care quality by connecting call audit findings with real-world patient data. Here on the dashboard, we first see compliance rates for patient name asked, clinician name, and patient consent taken attributes. The table below lists patient and clinician names alongside with whether a follow-up was recommended or not. These insights came from auditing just a call recording in isolation. Now, let me show you how to look for a care gap to see how many of these patients actually have scheduled the recommended follow-up appointments. We will do this by querying the appointment data from the EHR system. We'll show how simple it is to add new measures and attributes to monitor for this. Just describe in the chat that I want to add next appointment date from the EHR data and follow-up not booked attributes, and add a new measure for the care gap as a table with the columns that I want to track. The system understands and captures your intent. Next, we will add EHR as a new data source to collect appointment dates from. This informs the AI agents that the workflow needs to be updated to also make a connection to the EHR system in order to fetch the data about the patient's upcoming appointments. Here you see the call recording only audit workflow. Next, we will ask the system to update the orchestration flow with the new attributes and data sources. And again, all we have to do is just ask through the chat. The system automatically modifies the workflow and adds any new AI agents that are needed. Here's a quick overview of the workflow it built with the AI agents for call recordings and EHR data. It loads the call recording and transcribes it, then computes the audit attributes from the recording. In a parallel branch, here it extracts the patient ID, fetches the EHR data for that patient, summarizes it, and computes the attributes from EHR, connecting it with this follow-up visit recommended attribute from the call recording. All the attributes are then combined to compute the measures and then written to the database. In this example, you can see the call recordings are being pulled from an S3 blob, while the appointment data is coming from our Epic EHR sandbox. Right here, you can configure your own EHR endpoint and credentials. What's really neat is that you can simply describe your goal about the data you want to fetch from the EHR in plain English. This AI agent will generate the right FHIR API commands to fetch it. Anyone who has ever built a FHIR query knows how painful those can be, so this kind of automation saves a lot of time and effort. Here is the response that comes back from the EHR. These FHIR JSON data payloads can be long and complex. Here you see the familiar FHIR resources like the patient, the observations, and the appointments, etc. These FHIR JSONs are far too detailed for LLMs to use effectively, and often they are too long to fit within the context window. That's why it's so important to make your EHR data AI ready before using it with AI agents. This EHR summary agent takes care of that automatically. It transforms the raw FHIR JSON data into a clean, readable summary on the fly, capturing just the key information and formatting it in a way that is ready for AI processing. Finally, on the insights layer here, we see this table for the new measures that we added. It lists the patient name, clinician name, whether a follow-up visit was recommended or not, next appointment date from the EHR, and if the recommended follow-up visit was not booked. In addition, it provides the reason and evidence for the determination. We notice these two patients have appointments scheduled in the EHR system. And for Sarah Bell here, the doctor recommended a follow-up and she actually scheduled one for January 18th. So there is no care gap here. But we notice these two instances of care gap here for Andrew and David, where a follow-up visit was recommended by the doctor, but it has not been scheduled yet, as highlighted here. This is a good time to reach out and check in with the patients to help schedule the appointments. In the next demo, we'll show you how you can trigger an AI agent to take the action to close the care gap from within the product itself by making a call or sending a message. So to recap, in this demo, we showed how you can easily build and customize AI-driven call audit workflows and integrate with real-time EHR data, which enables you to detect meaningful care gaps, which auditing the call recordings alone will miss. You can take actions to close care gaps in a timely manner with integrated automation of AI agents and improve the patient outcomes. Visit 101 Gen AI to learn more.